This is clear. Now I'm going to take up another numerical, that means stoichiometric application only. How can we calculate the different, what exactly, concentrations and all. Now here, the reactants are magnesium and oxygen. Please look at here, 30 grams of magnesium and 30 grams of oxygen taken. When we make these two to combine with each other, they will undergo what chemical reaction? So what you will get here? Magnesium oxide you will get. So what is the equation here? See, Mg plus O2 gives rise to what? MgO. This is the general equation I can say. But this is not in the balanced form. You need to balance. How do you balance here? See, valency you have to see. Magnesium is a bivalent. So here for balancing I need to write 2MgO. When Mg combines with oxygen, you will get what? Magnesium oxide. Now, that's what this reaction is written like this. So, 2Mg plus O2 gives rise to what? 2MgO. Now, what is the limiting reagent? Which is the limiting reagent here? What is the composition of the residual mixture? So, this and all you have to calculate. So, here, what is the composition means? You have to find out magnesium and oxygen composition. Now here, 2 milligram of magnesium. That means, what is the atomic mass of magnesium? 24. 2 into 24. 1 mole of magnesium means 24 gram. So 2 mole means 2 into 24. When you make 2 mole of magnesium, to react with 1 mole of oxygen. 1 mole means what? 32 gram. You will get 2 moles of magnesium oxide. 1 mole of magnesium oxide means 40. So 2 mole means 2 into 40. So what is the meaning here? See here. 2 moles of magnesium reacts with 32 gram of oxygen. That is the meaning. If it is the case, 30 gram of magnesium reacts with how many grams of oxygen? So, here you can write 30 gram of magnesium reacts with X gram of oxygen. You need to find out X. Okay? So, here, therefore, X is equal to, see, 2 into 24, I mean 48, you can say 48 milligram of 48 gram of magnesium reacts with how many gram of oxygen? 32. If it is the case, 30 gram of magnesium, how much? 20 gram of oxygen reacts. So, here 30 gram of magnesium reacts with X gram of oxygen means 30 gram of magnesium reacts with 20 gram of oxygen. That is the meaning. This is how you can calculate the composition. So here, the amount of oxygen unreacted, amount of oxygen that remains unreacted. So here, amount of unreacted oxygen, how much means? Subtract this 20 by 30 because 30 gram of oxygen, no? So how much we got? 20 grams as reacted. You have taken 30 gram. Obviously how much you will get? 10 gram. So 10 gram of oxygen remains unreacted. So like this you can calculate what? Unreacted oxygen. So when oxygen is unreacted, that means which is the limiting agent? Yes, magnesium is the limiting agent. Students, limiting agent means what? Which reacts completely. Okay. So here oxygen is limiting agent, meaning is magnesium is what? Limiting agent. Oxygen is remains unreacted, magnesium is limiting agent. So here limiting agent is magnesium. That means it reacts completely. Oxygen as exceeding agent, magnesium is what? Limiting agent. So how much amount of that magnesium is consumed during this reaction, that you have to tell now. So here 2 into 24 milligram magnesium because 2 mg, right, plus O2 gives rise to 2 MgO. This is the equation given. So here magnesium Atomic mass, molecular mass is how much? 24, 1 mole. How many mole here? 2 mole. That's what you have to take. 2 into 24. Produces how much? How much here? 2 into 40 milligram of magnesium oxide. Right? So, if it is the case, 30 milligram of magnesium, 30 gram of magnesium produces how many gram of magnesium oxide? See, this you assume it as X. Okay, so X you can calculate easily. So here X is equal to 2 into 40. See, this 2 into 40 will get from 48 gram of what? Magnesium. So if it is the case for 30 gram of magnesium, how much? See, like this you can calculate and you are going to get how many grams? 50 gram. So here 30 gram of magnesium produces 50 gram of what? Magnesium oxide. If 2 moles of magnesium produces for 80 gram of magnesium oxide, X mole of magnesium produces 50 gram of magnesium oxide. Okay, so like this you can do the chemical analysis with respect to composition. Okay, so here this residual mixture contains how many? Here 10 gram of oxygen as unreacted and 50 gram of what? Magnesium oxide. See, like this you can do residual analysis. What is the product formed? How much? And during that product formation, which element is what? Unreacted, and how much that element remains as unreacted, that we call it as residual analysis. Okay, residual mixture analysis. See, like this you can analyze by using this what? Stoichiometric method. So these are all application part. So from this what you can do? What you can tell? This stoichiometry helps in analyzing what? Amount or number of reactant and products involved in the reaction. Right? Then it will tell us about the weight. How much it is present. How much weight of reactant. What is the weight of product formed. Then later on it will tell us about the molecular mass also. Right? Then afterwards it will give chemical equation, formula. So like this, these are all the what? The quantitative analysis you can done for a chemical reaction by using this what? Stoichiometric application. Okay, so that is the significance of this stoichiometry. Now, students, I hope you are following. Yes, you understood what we discussed it so far. Now, I am going to take up the another example, another application, okay, of this stoichiometry. See here, you need to calculate amount of water that is produced by the combustion of 16 grams of methane. So here, first you have to write the equation. Methane, okay, oxygen, these two are the reactants. You will get carbon dioxide and water. So this is in the balanced form. So this is a balanced chemical equation during the combustion of what? Methane. Okay. Now here, what is the meaning of this equation? 1 mole of methane gives how many mole of water? 2 mole. Because now we have to talk about what? Water and methane only. Don't bother about this oxygen and carbon dioxide. Now here, 1 mole of methane is equal to 2 mole of water. So what is the meaning of 1 mole of methane? See, 12 plus 4. How much? 16 gram. So 1 mole of methane means 16 gram of methane. Okay, I am expressing in terms of what? The atomic, mass of methane I am telling. So 1 mole of water. What do you mean by 1 mole of water? See here, H2O, 16 plus 2, 18. 18 gram of water. That is the meaning. So 1 mole of methane produces 2 mole of water means 16 gram of methane produces 2 into 18 gram of water. That is the meaning. Okay. If it is the case, here 2 mole of water produces how many moles of what exactly? Water. See here 2 moles of water is formed from, see here 36, 2 into 18, how much you will get? 36. 2 moles of water means what? 36 gram of what? Water. So here 2 mole of water means 36 gram of water. That is the meaning. Okay. So for that equation I am telling. So like this you can calculate what? See the question asked is what? Amount of water produced by the combustion of 16 gram of methane. So 16 gram of methane produces 2 moles of water. What is the meaning of 2 mole of water? 2 into 18, that means 36 gram. So 2 mole of water produces 36 gram of water. Okay. So 2 mole of water means, 16 gram of methane gives 36 gram of oxygen. See, that is the meaning, you can tell easily. Okay. So because here 1 mole of methane giving how many mole of what? Here water. So 1 mole of methane gives 36 gram of water. That is the meaning. Okay, fine. Now I am going to take up the next numerical. I hope you understood how to calculate. It was a very simple numerical. Actually, previous one. Once again, I will tell. Please, students, listen here. Amount of water produced by the combustion of 16 gram of methane. See, 16 gram of methane gives 36 gram of water. That is the meaning here. Here's some. Okay. Please don't get confused. So this is how you can calculate. Now, the next numerical, I am going to take up next numerical here. I am talking about what? Calculations involving number of moles and then number of molecular mass and then volume and elemental analysis, residual analysis we are doing now. Now, here. One more type of numerical I am taking here. Ammonia gas, hydrogen chloride gas combined to make ammonium chloride. Okay. So this is the equation. What is that equation? NH3 plus HCl. Ammonia gas, hydrogen chloride gas combined to give what? Ammonium chloride, NH4Cl. Okay, here volume of ammonia at STP is needed to react with 47. You need to calculate what is the volume of ammonia at STP. STP means what? Standard temperature and pressure required to react with 47.7 liter of hydrogen chloride at STP. So here the meaning is 1 mole of ammonia combines with 1 mole of HCl to give 1 mole of ammonium chloride. Now, according to that mole concept for gaseous products or gaseous reactant. So, here what is the 1 mole concept you are going to use means 22.4 liter. When you take the pressure at 1 atmosphere. If you take pressure at 1 bar, it will be 22.7 correction factor. So here 1 mole is equal to how much? 22.4 liter. So same thing you can apply for wherever the gaseous, compounds you are observing, there 1 mole you can equate to how much? 22.4. So now instead of telling 1 mole, what I will tell? 22.4 liter HCl combines with what? 1 mole of ammonia. Okay? To give how many liters of ammonia? 22.4 liters ammonia.